Welcome to Xero Hero, a short video blog from HBA and Campus aimed to make your Xero journey easier. Please note that all the slides today have been created from existing Xero training videos. Xero has rapidly changed in the past few years, so sometimes the pictures that are used are old screenshots or overseas versions. Where possible, each session is followed by a live demonstration. If you have any queries regarding any content delivered today, feel free to contact me via email, victoria@hbaencompass.com.au or phone 0754 447094. Welcome to Bank Reconciliations.
So when you go into Bank Reconciliations, you go to your dashboard and click on Reconcile Account. The transactions on the left-hand side is what's come through from your bank. It's either push nightly or through your CSV. On the right-hand side is where we tell Xero what everything is. Xero is helpful in that it gives you auto suggestions of existing transactions. So if you had an invoice in there for payment of an account, it will go green if it matches it. Now it will match on the amount and the name. And it also has highlights here of what you've called things in the past. It remembers what they are to suggest that you might want to do it in the future. If you need to change it, which happens quite often, you want to actually put it to what you need to do, it's a matter of putting the details in for the name, clicking on the button here and choosing what expense or income account you want to put it to. You can put a description there if you want more details, and then you choose the GST rate. It automatically comes to the default GST rate that you've set your expense or your income accounts with, which is part of the Xero setup, but you can override that. If you don't know what it is and you want to leave your bookkeeper or your accountant to deal with it, you just click on the Discuss tab and put a nice little note there so that we can deal with it at a later time. And then hopefully shoot us an email and say, I've reconciled, but I've got a few things I don't know what they are. Can you help me out? So when you're happy with what it is, you click on the OK button. But sometimes you need to actually search for the transactions that are there. For instance, if you pay 2 invoices at once, or someone pays you for part of an invoice rather than a whole invoice, you need to go searching. So what you need to do there is on the actual screen here, there's match, and you click on find and match. And then you search. So you can search by the customer, you can search by the amount. So Xero comes up here. You can see in this demonstration that we've got Queenstown Group we've paid some money to them. So we click Queenstown and go, and it comes up with the invoices that are there. If the 4,800 is the 2 of them, you click it, it will automatically turn green so that you know that the amount's balance, and then you hit OK to make it finalise. If you're paying part payments, then you just click on the split button. So for instance, if this person had paid $800, you might click on the split payment of whichever invoice it is and then put 800. So the next time that you search, it'll only show you the amount that's remaining, not the full amount of the invoice. And then once you're happy, we hit OK. So once you finish reconciling and you've done all your transactions, this screen comes up and Xero recognises that you've done a great job and reconciled it. So ticked off, thanks for coming. So go back to our dashboard, because that's the first point of call. And we want to reconcile the business banking account. As you can see here, Xero has automatically matched the transactions here where it recognises the payment of an account. Now it would have matched either on name or the reference. As we know, not everyone puts the references we want on their deposits. I think I mentioned this last fortnight, we get a lot of references that says accounting fees, which is really quite useless to us. But being able to search to find and match here, and we can search by the amount, it will bring up all the deposits with that amount. So if it's lucky enough that it's just one account that's been paid, you can click it off. Now, as I said, Xero has matched it in this situation, so it's easy to do it, easy to find it. And as we mentioned before, if I go to this one here, and I want to find and match transactions to put that across, there may not be an invoice there for $2,000. What we might find is that these guys have paid some of it. So if you tick it, the split button appears, and we split it, and we say they've paid $2,000 off that bill, and then we reconcile it. Now, obviously in that situation those names are different. I was just showing you how that it works. We mentioned here about the discuss button. I don't know what it is. Can you fix it for me? A note for my accountant. And then in this one here, Xero has helped and said, last time you coded that one to bank fees, are you happy to do that one again? So what I'm going to do here is show you an example of that. Now I happen to know in this file there's a couple of Cooper Street Bakery accounts. I'm going to put that to office expenses. If I hit refresh, the other Cooper Street Bakery comes up with a helpful hint. My name's Victoria Berry. I'm one of the directors of HBA Encompass. So if you need to contact me, my email address is victoria@hbaencompass.com.au, or of course our phone number is 0754 44 7094. Thanks for listening.